Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Hello, welcome to Lead Pedal Podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. This is episode number 1015, and today we are going to make your life way more comfortable. That's right, we're going to be talking with the folks at Tundra about what they do and how they make drivers' lives comfortable on the road. All right, so stay tuned and we'll get right back to it. Hey folks, are you an owner-operator looking for a place to call home? Well, Rims Transport is based out of Hamilton, Ontario, and that's right, they are a place, owner-operator fleet only. They run flatbed out of Hamilton, and they don't run much more than 500 to 700 mile radius. So if you're looking for a place that you can get back home on a regular basis, you can get good miles, they have a great culture for owner-operators, and they want you to succeed, then Rims Transport's the place to do that. Where can you learn more? Go to rimstransport.com. Make sure you tell them that the Lead Pedal Podcast sent you, and we want you to be successful. We know them personally over there, and we know they're going to take good care of you. You got open board, you've got tandem US, you got multi-axle US, you got city, you got all kinds of positions available there, all owner-operator fleet. So if you want to be successful for 2023 and beyond, then get on with Rims Transport and tell them we sent you. All right, everybody, talk to you later. Go to rimstransport.com. All right, in this episode, we're going to be talking with Tundra. And Tundra's, they handle inverters, they handle microwaves, they handle power systems, wiring kits, in-cab power outlets, all that kind of stuff is what they do. And we're going to be talking with David Boulian today and Will Langlois. I had to practice his name, so Will, hopefully you're there. Anyway, we caught up with them at Expo Cam. They do some amazing stuff. And they've been around since 1995. They're not new. You probably, they're the kind of company that have been in the transportation industry forever, but you probably don't know them. If you're a company driver, a lot of times their stuff is implemented at the ordering stage of new trucks. So, if you have a microwave and all that in your truck and you go, how did that get there? It's probably a Tundra. If you're an owner operator and you're adding to your truck as you go on, then you would probably be looking at Tundra for those kind of things as far as, they handle battery chargers, they handle wiring kits, microwaves, the inverters. They've got all kinds of stuff that helps them be different in the industry, and it's the kind of stuff that is kind of behind the scenes, right? If you're looking to put in-cab power outlets in, then you would look to their stuff. You can find out about them at tundrainverters.com. But we're going to talk with David, and we're going to talk with Will today and find out exactly what they do and some of the new products. And to be totally honest with you, David actually helps us out here on the podcast with some editing stuff. He's a talented guy. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But let's get on with the interview we had with them at Expo Cam, May 2023, about their products. Here we go. I don't always have you around. Come on, William, come here and say hello. Yeah, I mean, you're part of now he's going.
He's got to go on the other side.
All right. So I'm here with the guys at Tundra. You're gone now. No. Okay. So all right. So I've got David. I got William. How's Tundra doing? What's Tundra do? Let's test them. What does Tundra do?
All right. Let's.
They sell inverters. Inverters. Yes, and we do microwave and CPAP as well.
Are you bilingual?
Not really.
Okay, good. I was going to ask you to do that in French, but you're the bilingual one.
I think I am. Yeah, so we do power inverter specifically designed for trucks. So it's all based on the trucking industry, which means we all have the what's it called? The protection for the truck. So for the batteries, to make sure that the truck never runs out of batteries and that the drivers have all the comfort that they can have in a truck, watching TV and listening to podcasts.
Microwaves, yeah, listening to podcasts. That's a good one right there. I like to see that.
We do the microwave, yes, absolutely, because we wanted to do a product that's very low consumption for the inverter, so that's better for the battery. So it's a 700 watt microwave. It's all been beefed up to withstand the vibration and the whole shebang that's happening in the truck. It's a very good seller. Honestly, we ran out of it, to be honest.
Did you see the electric truck over there? You're going to have to make one that's like an oven.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're going to go bigger.
We're getting there slowly.
So now you guys are all over. You're based out of Montreal. You are anyway.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Right? But is the company based out of Montreal?
Yes, we are based on the South Shore of Montreal. We do all the wiring here in Montreal, and the inverter are built in Taiwan, so there's no Chinese parts whatsoever in there. And then they're shipped here for to be assembled. And
you guys sell them all over North America because you're in Nashville.
Yes, now I have Canada now, but I was in the U.S. for a year and a half. So basically, our biggest clients are in the U.S. Knight Swift, JB Hunt, all of these huge fleets. They're using that because they're saving a lot on the batteries after. And we are also the only inverter company that can the inverter brand that can be fixed.
Right.
So if there's a problem, we can switch the fuses, the fan, the poles, and everything. So
now, are guys using this to sleep with now? Where they're like sleep? Is that? It's not like a Webasto where you used to sleep.
No. Although we got this new little device here. This is a new CPAP extender. It's for the people with the sleep apnea machine, the sleep apnea. So it withstands us from going through the inverters. So what happens usually, it's the guy's going to use the inverter plug in 110 is machine. During the night, it's going to probably have 3 to 4 auto starts with the truck because the battery's going to run out. So we did this little DC to DC converter. It has the same protection on the battery than the inverter, but it kind of bypasses it. So what happens is you can go up to 16 hours of autonomy with 4 batteries in the truck, full charge.
Who's sleeping 16 hours behind?
Yeah, that's no truck.
I remember when I used to drive 5 hours was a big night. Okay, I might have had a logbook issue, but that's okay. That's okay. William, how long have you been working here, man?
A few months, like 3 months, I think. 3 months. Yeah, it's been 3 months exactly.
They bring you in just to lift all this stuff and bring it into the show? Or
yeah, exactly, and to crunch numbers more.
David used to do that. He said, "No, we got William now. I'm not doing this no more, right?"
Yeah, so I'm crunching numbers for them, and I'm helping for when they're on the ride-alongs and everything.
Is his pay too expensive? Is that one of the numbers you crunched? Is his pay too? You want to take that out of there? No, but get the company back on track.
I'm trying to get more out of his.
But I'm much cheaper than his dad, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, okay. You got to raise your pay. Make friends with him. That's the guy crunching the numbers. Well, that's awesome. So where do people go if they want to check this out? Or they want to buy? Where should they go?
We are in all the dealers across North America. So everything that sells from the OEMs, but basically any Freightliner, Daimler, International, Kenworth, Peterbilt, Mack, we're all there. Volvo, we're in all the OE's plan and everything. So we're available everywhere. Obviously, Amazon, shop.
So people can buy this and install themselves. They don't have to.
Absolutely, yes. And we always recommend to use our kit with it. We're going to add 1 more year of warranty because we're going to know that you're going to have the right gauge of wires with the proper machine. So you're going to be able to optimize the power of the machine, obviously.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, these are good toys. You need them on the road nowadays, man, just to live.
Absolutely, yes. And yeah, with the TVs and even like for the printers, for weigh bills and stuff like that, they use inverters now, and Police and Bell and everything.
I think the pandemic made these more important. Like I never had microwaves when I ran the road. I ran in a cooler. I ran for 25 years, but now you couldn't get into a restaurant.
Absolutely, yes. And to be honest, we like quadrupled in 2-3 years because of that demands. They were all like factory. No one was using them, and now it's on every truck, and people refuse to drive the truck if the inverter is not working because they don't have that small comfort of quality of life. So yes, we did a lot of good sales in the last couple of years. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Tundra, I don't know that name. Is that a Quebec name more so than Ontario? I don't remember. I might just not.
I think it's in reference of, and I had to ask the owner, but I think it's in reference to the cold because we're also special in battery charger, and so I think it's more of a geographical and topographical.
The Quebec Tundra.
Yeah.
Of course. I
got a call for the pickup though, but no, I don't sell pickup.
Hey folks, in today's economy, it's what you keep in your pocket that's important. And that means your taxes as well. And you know what? I want to tell you about RS 2000 Tax Services. They specialize in the trucking industry. That's right. Whether you're an owner-operator, a carrier, a truck driver, it doesn't matter. They can help you because they understand the importance of you being on the road and the kind of things that you're going to come up against, and so they can help you. And I got to tell you, they are extremely proud of the service they provide, because they provide it to most of Ontario. They're available 7 days a week, 12 months of the year. That's right. The people that are going to be dealing with you are going to be at your home, at your business, wherever you need them to come to, because they understand that you're traveling. You don't have time to go and drive somewhere else on a weekend. You've only got a certain amount of time to be with your family. So they come to you. You can ask them questions anytime at 1-800-304-3986. And they operate Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Although they're consultants and accountants that deal with you, work with your schedule, so you will be available there. If you want to give them a call, again, tell them that the Lead Pedal Podcast sent you at 1-800-304-3986, or you can visit their website at rs2000tax.com. They're in Komoka, Ontario, but they don't want you to go there. That's why they come to you. Who can find Komoka? Anyway, we've been dealing with them for a while. They've been in business since 1994, and I can tell you, we've had them here on the podcast many times talking about their services, so you can go and listen to any of those episodes if you want to hear what they have to say. But they have been around for a long time. They specialize in trucking, and better off, they specialize in you. Give them a call at 1-800-304-3986, or visit them at rs2000tax.com. Make sure you tell them we sent you. All right, now I wanted to have a side episode when we were there as well, because David is also a talented musician, and we've got a show on Lead Pedal Radio called In the Studio, which comes out on Tuesdays at noon with different artists. We talk about their career, we play some of their music, and we're going to do that with David as well. But I thought, since this is Tundra, and since it's David's part of the Tundra group and also part of his own business, that we would put it included here. So we're going to include the interview here, but you certainly want to join us on In the Studio. In July, you'll see an episode come out with David and his music, and we'll be talking more about what he does. So here's the interview I had with David at Expo Cam about his music and the talents on behind the scenes at Tundra. All right, so David, you're a musician. Tell us how long you've been playing instruments.
I've been playing since I'm 12 years old, I think, yeah. 12 years old? 12 years old, started guitars, and then I moved to bass, just because there's no one wanted to play bass, so I started to play bass.
I like bass.
And then, started, I always had band, always working on studio, and after a little while, a studio recruited me to write songs for other artists, and then it just started like that. And
so is that your main? I mean, you're working at Tundra here, but is that a pretty lucrative?
No, on the way too. I've started the studio a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So I'm starting to get bass clients and good bands now. It's slowly growing.
Okay.
Fortunately for me, I can still work both jobs. So
if someone's interested in, do you produce records? Is that what you do?
Absolutely. That's my biggest strength is production. So arrangement. I'm a lot into strings, brass, and all the orchestral arrangement.
So you're like a label then, like a mini record label?
Except I don't have money.
Oh, I don't think there's too many labels that have money, to be honest. Anyway, I know that started a label doesn't have any money. So.
I don't do promotion though, but I do production, mixing, mastering, and obviously all the work for audio. And obviously for podcasts as well.
Yeah. And you have your own music, right?
Yes, I do have a couple bands. Yeah, rock music.
What kind of? So tell us about these bands. You got one that's a rock band?
Yeah, we got a rock band called Long Story Short. It's a punk rock band.
Okay.
It's like my roots, so it's just like a bunch of friends. We call it like it's a garage hockey kind of league, hockey league. So we just hang out and do some records, and obviously we're at the right place. We rehearse in the studio, so we put up records, and then I play with some other act as a synth player now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys have your own albums out and stuff?
Well, we have a couple of EP out.
Okay.
Yes. I say a couple. That's actually a few. We got three EP, and then one is coming out. It's on the way. We're slowly cooking it.
Slowly cooking it. Yeah, because it's a long story short. It'll be out in a while. We would tell you the story, but it's just too long to say. That's cool. So Tundra. Now, have you always been in the trucking industry? Or?
Well, I was in waste management, so I was with JFL before 24 years. So I started there when I was 12 until I turned 38. So yeah, I've always been.
You started with them when you were 12?
Yeah, I was painting.
Doing what?
Painting containers.
I was going to say, what, driving the trucks? That would explain.
No. So yeah, I did everything there. I started as a little daily guy, just painting containers, and then I got to an eco center, and then up until general management. Okay. Yeah, that I did for 11 years.
But music's always been your...
Music always been. I did a lot of touring when I was younger, and with the bigger job being a general manager, I didn't have time anymore for music, so that's a reason as why. Also,
okay, all right. So there still is life, and there's trucking and music can go together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do together.
Well, I know you do a great job with what you do with our podcast. I'm very happy with what you do, and
I love it.
It's great work with you too. You know, we get along. There's been no major arguments or anything, so that's probably more on my part than yours. But it's good. Okay, where should people go to learn about your music? Where do you want?
I would guess on a website, which is zakinstudio.com, with a dash, so zakin-studio.com. Okay. You can get everything there, from the podcast to songwriting to production and everything. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Well, we'll send people there. Thanks for talking with me, man.
Much, Bruce.
Appreciate it. Hey folks, have you heard of CAT Transport? That's right, they are one of the leading carriers in Canada. They've been the best managed fleet for many years. They are a very large carrier that operates right across North America. And the best way to find out about what they have to offer is to go to cat.ca and then click on the careers button. But let me tell you some of the things that are available to you right now. They've got locations based in key metropolitan areas across North America. You do not have to work out of Quebec, even though they're a Quebec-based carrier. They have operations for you anywhere that you live. Total health benefits are available right off the bat. Remote work options, compensation that is competitive with the industry. Company matching pension plan. Hey, why not grow while they're growing? And on-site health and wellness programs are available. They've got career growth opportunities because they're a fast-growing company, and they provide a work-life balance that they believe is best of the best. Skills development and training programs will keep you advancing in your career so that you can spend a long time with CAT. So check out CAT Transport at cat.ca and click on the careers button to find out all about it. And by the way, tell them that the Lead Pedal Podcast sent you. All right, so if you want to check out Tundra inverters, maybe you need to get some products, or you need to get some parts for your sleeper, or you just want to make it more comfortable and you'd like to know what to do, check out tundrainverters.com. They are based out of Montreal, Quebec, but you can see them at the shows. They're at all of the shows all of the time. That's where David I met was at Truck World. So you can go check them out online. You can contact them, and they'd be happy to contact you and learn more about what they can do for you. There's lots of stuff there. Big thank you to David and Will for being on the show. Will, sorry to mess up your last name. But hey, the best way to keep up with us is through all of our socials. We're at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find me at LinkedIn. You can also find us on TikTok. And check out our Lead Pedal Radio on Mixcloud.com. That's where you can find Lead Pedal Radio and all the shows that go up there. And look for the one in July with David when we talk more about his music. All right, my friends, talk to you later. Be safe out there. Catch you on the flip side. Bye for now.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.